Do you have what it takes? The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for amateurs of all skill levels to play for Team USA and compete against an international field in the King's Cup, a 54-hole match play event at Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland. When you win your flight at the USGC King's Cup National Championship, you become a part of Team USA at the King's Cup in the spring of 2022. The road to the King's Cup begins with a national qualifier. Learn more at usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your Amazon devices, and on BGT-TV on YouTube. Big John Quick, along with the Golffather, Bill Cuevas, and this segment is sponsored by The Distance Shoe, Squares Shoes, Proof, Not Promise. And as you guys know, we were live on Monday, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, and on that Monday show, we announced a giveaway, and all you had to do was guess the winner, and the tiebreaker is amount of birdies in the final round in order to win a pair of limited edition, signed, autographed.
It's not just a pair. Remember, Bob said it's the package.
It's the package.
They're going to get the Faldo bag, tool, the bag, and everything else that goes. And Faldo signed both shoes, 3-time Masters winners. So, you know, this is huge, big. It's not like, it's huge. It's a big contest. They're getting a package.
Big with 2 G's. Big.
And if we keep growing like your head, we're going to add a 3rd G because we're just getting big. That's how big we're getting. So, yeah, it's a great contest. Head over to our YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. It's simple to enter, man. Leave a comment. And if nobody picks.
It's so big. Back when I was in Chicago radio, my program director, when I first started out, says, you know, we're going to take out the H and we're going to add a G and we're going to make it big.
That's right.
With 2 G's.
And they did, and we're still big. But if you go there, pick. You don't know anything about golf, pick a winner, add a score, do whatever you have to do, because if nobody wins, you know what happens, Biggs, right? Throw them in the thing and boop, and whoever comes out, they're going to win. So even if you don't have the right score or person, you still have a chance to win if nobody else picks it. So get those entries in. Otherwise, I'm going to win.
Speaking of winning, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, Horseshoe Bay was the place. And Horseshoe Bay was the very first time we ever came across this product that we're about to talk about. And you want to talk about sanitizing and moisturizing your hands during a round of golf. You know, you wear that glove and your hands, my hands always turn white with drying out and all that stuff. How many times have that happened to you, Bill the Golffather Cuevas?
Well, I'm not going to answer that
all
question.
All the time, right?
That's a loaded question. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that I use Pre Fense. I also help build the display.
Yes, you did.
And as I was building the display, I was using it to wash my hands and clean up and in and out.
Yep, and well, I mean,
it was right there, right as we go to as well.
One pump,
all in one.
All you need.
And you know, I was researching and stuff like that, and the price point, you know, where you get regular alcohol and have you smelled some of those things out of there?
My God, yeah.
I'm like, so it's like, do you really want to put that? But with Pre Fense, we did get to try it. It's alcohol free. It moisturizes and it protects and it keeps killing those germs. And I mean, everybody was using it.
Well, not even that, but I mean, think about when you use
Mhm.
regular hand sanitizer, right? And if you
Yeah.
have dry skin and your skin starts cracking, what happens? It starts to burn when you
To
use a regular.
burn alcohol. Yeah,
So if
absolutely.
you use alcohol-free
Mhm.
sanitizing, right,
Yeah.
from Pre Fense,
Mhm.
not only does it moisturize your skin, but it heals your skin as well.
Well, think about it, Biggs. How many people were over obsessed with the washing of the hands, and their hands were turning a different red because they were
Right.
overdoing what they were
Yeah.
doing, and they weren't moisturizing, and you weren't doing this and
Well,
that.
and the funny thing is, so this is not really a liquid either. It's like a foam,
It is
you
a
know,
foam, yeah.
that
Hmm.
acts as a moisturizing, liquid
Agent,
on
yeah.
your hands. So, yeah,
No, it is, and a little dab will do you
yeah. Just one
because
pop, boom, pop, pop,
boom,
right in the
it's
middle of the
there,
hand.
right in the middle of hand. It covers the area that it needs to cover. I've looked, afterwards. I started checking out the site, and you start looking at, it, and you're like, how can their 8 ounces compare with somebody else's 8 ounces? And we're going to have them on. They can tell us how they do it, why they do it. And maybe they won't share the secrets, but you get a bigger bang, and that's what people don't understand. People go shopping, and I'm trying to teach my people and my kids that when you go shopping, don't look at the price. Look at the ounces, what it costs. Because my kid's
Right.
like, oh, I want that big box. I was like, that big box is a trap. It costs 36 cents per ounce. The small box is 26 cents per ounce. I'm buying a couple of small boxes.
Right.
So when you break it down, price point, not the price, but the point, what
Well,
you're
also,
getting and the
not
usage is
only does the
different.
price, but you talk about the price point, but yeah, the
Hmm.
price point and all that stuff, but
Yep.
what's the amount that you must
Hmm.
use per use?
Exactly. And that's what people don't understand. Sometimes a bargain is not a bargain. Sometimes something that costs a little bit more might not really cost a little bit more.
Hey,
That's how they trap you.
let's bring in our next guest right here. They're in the
Yes.
green room right now, waiting to come in here in the studio. Jim Patchett and Dave Weirs is joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk. Gentlemen, welcome to BGT-TV and Biggs Golf Talk, your first appearance on here. We want to say also that you guys are partners with the United States Golf Challenge, an amateur tour out there that has people competing in national qualifiers across the area, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. And what's so good about
Mhm.
that? There you go. Jim
There
has
you go,
the
Jim.
hat on. But what's so good about this partnership is you guys are into something that's just growing and growing and growing amongst amateur golfers, and people compete and try to make Team USA for a Ryder Cup style format, to go against countries across the world. Right now it's Ireland, and play for the International Kings Cup in honor of Mr. Arnold Palmer. I'm going to turn to Jim first. Jim, this partnership with the United States Golf Challenge, how is it for you guys?
Well, we're excited about it. For one thing, we're a still relatively new company with a novel technology. It was patented. The research scientist, the late Dr. William Peterson from the Phoenix area, patented this application for skin. And now we have our new surface protectant product that is rated for 3 months of continuous antimicrobial protection with one application.
Wow.
So we're excited. Not only are we both golfers, avid golfers, not great golfers, but avid golfers, it's your hands that are your connection to the golf club. And if you don't have, if your hands are hurting,
Right.
you're gonna not be able to grip that club in any kind of fashion. And what the CDC and the FDA have not really shared with the citizens of this country is the fact that alcohol is effective the moment you put it on your skin,
Mhm.
and the moment it dries, it's gone. What it leaves behind, if you use it like a lot of healthcare or other, first responders, if you will, that have to put it on over and over and over and over again, is that, as you were talking about, your skin starts to crack, it dries out because that's how it poisons the bacteria or the virus. It desiccates those membranes. It does that to your skin. So pretty soon your skin's cracked. It's raw. As one of our colleagues here in WGN, who we worked with over the past year, basically said, I don't recognize my hands anymore. And so what we provide is an alternative that coats and bonds to your skin, and it incorporates benzalkonium, which is one of the 3 approved technologies for hand sanitizer, along with the 2 alcohols. And we believe it's a much better alternative. It doesn't crack and break down your skin, which then applications of an alcohol-based hand sanitizer leaves you more susceptible to the transfer of pathogens than you would have been, in my opinion, doing nothing other than just washing your hands. It destroys the protective layer of your skin. And so, as you were saying earlier, Bill, and John, our product adheres, seals those natural oils, maintains the moisture of your skin, and BYU actually just came out with a study that was finally published in the last few weeks that said, hey folks, benzalkonium chloride is as good or probably better than using any of the alcohol hand sanitizers for these very reasons, let alone literally thousands of child poisonings per year from kids, licking their fingers or outright drinking it because of the alcohol in it, and the extreme flammability of an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. If you want to create a car bomb, just stick something down a hand sanitizer bottle and throw it. Woo.
Right.
So I'll turn it over to Dave, but.
There are 20,000 kids were called into poison control last year. That was up a little bit, but most years it's between like 12 and 15,000, specifically from drinking alcohol-based hand sanitizers.
Yeah.
You look at the stuff that's out there in the market, they're dressing it up to look like it's in liquor bottles, or they're putting fancy colors in it. I saw some stuff that looked like green slime the other day. So I want to come back to the dosage thing. So this little bottle here, it's a 1.5 ounce bottle. Let me get the brand in front there.
Yeah.
Okay. You pump it once, like you said. Smooth coating, no stench or smell, no dripping. It's not messy or sloppy. There's 120 of those doses in there.
Wow.
Okay. You don't get nearly that many with the alcohol. You burn through a bottle of alcohol that looks like this in probably a week or 2.
Yeah. And you got to deal with the smell and everything else that goes along with that.
But how many times have we been with the main liquid and the squeeze? So you squeeze it, and you're like squeezing a bunch of liquid. Now you squeeze how fast it comes out. What I like about Pre Fense, it has the pump. One pump, you're done.
Yeah.
Now you're ready to go. And Dave, great display of that here on BGT-TV. And for those that are listening on the radio side of things, when the video comes out, you got to go see what Dave just did as far as what the visual look like. And this is what BGT-TV is all about, is the visualization of what our guests do and things like that. Dave, let me come to you about the length that it took Pre Fense. And I also want to ask you how you came up with the name Pre Fense. We all know defense, you want to defend something. Pre Fense, it sounds like to me that you want to be proactive, and before you have to defend it, let's be preactive as far as keeping your hands and everything else clean and moisturized. Am I right by saying that's the basis of the Pre Fense, and not instead of defense, but Pre Fense? You're trying to prevent, and you're trying to be prepared before anything ever happens.
Yeah, you're spot on. We develop products that last a long time. To be honest, the claims that we make in the U.S. aren't even the same as some of the claims we could make overseas, where different regulatory agencies have been more proactive in recognizing the length of time and the amount of germs, the number of germs that we protect against. The U.S. is just a little slow on that. But the reason for that is that, like Jim said, most disinfectants and most hand sanitizers only work when you spray them on. And then when they dry, as soon as something else gets on it, that surface or your hands are recontaminated. Okay. So our products are designed to get around that shortcoming of the current products in the category.
Mm-hmm. I just want to throw out there real quick, Dave, because you brought up the time frame on it. The other part that you were showing, the bottle that you can spray on porous objects and stuff like that. You know, I'm not a big TV watcher, but yes, that lasts how long? What was the quote on that? 3 months?
So it's a durable surface antimicrobial treatment that will last for up to 3 months.
Okay, so now I just want to give our listeners and viewers a little perspective. You watch TV and you turn it on, and that's what you'll see. You'll see the commercials and the aerosol and all the other stuff. They're telling you, if you're lucky, they're promoting 24 hours. Spray this on, and it lasts 24 hours. We can spray something like that on. You don't have the smell. You're not doing any danger with aerosol or anything else, and protect your home for 3 months. Up to 3 months.
Up to 3 months, because it all depends too on the dirt. You know, here in New Mexico, you have our back door that's open. You know, the patio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You get one of those windstorms, and that's not going to protect the dirt blowing in on top of that. You know, so when you talk about up to 3 months, it all depends on
it's a big
home as well. You know,
when you go up to 3 months. Up to 24 hours. Which one do we want to go?
Up to 3 months.
You know what I mean?
And the other thing on this product that I like a lot about it is that it's perfect for, you know, at some point the pandemic hopefully will go away.
Yeah.
But this product is still great against mold and mildew that grows in your bathroom, on your windows, on your siding. It'll help prevent that for 3 months. You know, it works on the carpeting to take out bacteria that cause odors, for example, takes algae and protects your fish tanks from that. So there's a lot of applications behind the virus that's out in the marketplace now.
You know, I'll tell you what, Big's Golf Talk doesn't ever put their name behind any kind of sanitization product and then things like that. Simple because, you know, there's all these claims and all that, you know, and people react differently and all that. But you know what? I just feel down deep in my gut, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, that Big's Golf Talk can stand behind a name and stand behind a company called Pre Fense and what they're doing, because the science is there, the numbers is there, the testing is there. You know, they spent a lot of time working to make sure before they brought it to the market, and before they brought. I mean, we've been talking with these guys over
about a year. Yeah. So we've known about it, and they lined up everything that they had to do. And instead of just rushing and throwing it out there,
we got to experience it before we had them on the air.
Yeah, we got to dabble in it. I got to build the display, and then I got to use the display. So yeah, it was interesting. It really was. I mean, I was skeptical because I hate putting that nasty smelling stuff in it. It doesn't seem to like leave once it dissipates. Your hands still smell. I feel like I got to go wash my hands again from after washing them. But with that stuff, I just put it on. And my, you know me, I'm about trying to stay pretty, putting moisturizer on, trying to do this, trying to do that. I did it, and I protect my hands. Your first line of defense is your hands. What are you gonna do? Touch. We're touching everything, putting our hands in our face, doing things, touching other people. You got to protect yourself and others as best as you can.
A lot of people, like in the summertime and stuff like that, has their legs dry skin. You see a lot of people with dry skin legs. Yep. This would be great too to put on your legs, you know, to moisturize the legs and make sure, you know, your legs are. I mean, you wear shorts all the time, right? You know,
you come into contact with a lot of things.
One of the things I notice, because I tend to have to go in the woods a lot to pick balls back up.
Yeah,
I get a lot of scratches and bites on my lower legs, and this would help.
Yeah, that's what Biggs had mentioned before. I think, you know, by just saying, you know, hands, you guys have a multitude, especially with that the spray bottle. I'm thinking, like, why not spray my bag? My bag goes to the airports.
Yes,
it's going in and out of. I don't even know who's touching my bag, because you know what happens? It goes to TSA, and you always get that lovely little tag.
What about renting golf carts? Now, you know, the golf courses do, but how about having one of these bottles?
A spray bottle. Protect yourself.
Spray the steering wheel and all that stuff. Yeah, Jim.
Go ahead, Jim.
I was just going to tell you, we're excited because we believe the golf course industry is really one of our the largest potential clients. We just finished or initiated a relationship with the first golf course with our new product, the Multi-Surface Pro, and with our hand sanitizer. It's the Elks Club in Iowa City, Iowa, the oldest 9-hole golf course west of the Mississippi River. And they have now, I was just out there again this week, they have now treated every surface in the pro shop, in the locker rooms, in the restaurant and bar, all the tables, the tablecloths. You can get 40 washings before you need to reapply it to a cloth or a towel, and they'll stay antimicrobial. And one of the things that we were really excited about is they have treated all of their golf carts completely with Multi-Surface Pro. They're going out on the golf course to all of the ball washers. They're all getting treated. The towels are getting treated. All of the surfaces that were shut down over the year, or after you'd play a round, they would come back in and disinfect the heck out of that golf cart. Now you can go back to just basic washing, just basic cleanliness, because the antimicrobial nature of all of those surfaces is going to persist. And then, of course, we have our hand sanitizer, free dispensers, our automated dispensers at the entryways into all of the different locations coming in to the restaurant, the bar, and the pro shop. And we're now selling the products at the pro shop. So it's kind of a very holistic strategy for a golf course to feel better. And we have our little placards up in the top of the golf course, in that little sleeve that says, "These golf carts are protected by Pre Fense Multi-Surface Pro, lasting protection."
Jim,
et cetera.
Jim, so, you guys stay with us right now, because we're going to break away on the radio side. We have to take a break here on the radio side, but we're going to continue on the BGT-TV side. That's what's so good about BGT-TV is I have no limits on BGT-TV, but we have limits on the radio side. Jim, as you know, we have limits. So we're going to be right back here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify right after this, and stick with us on BGT-TV. We're here on Big's Golf Talk, BGT-TV, Big John Quick, along with Bill the Golf Otter Cuevas and Dave Patchett and Jim Patchett, Dave Weirs from Pre Fense, and we're still having a conversation with them because we want to make sure that the golfers out there know where, how, and when. We already know it's getting out to the markets right now. Is Pre Fense available for retail via your website? I know you mentioned a golf course, Jim, already that it's at, or is this mainly wholesale and people just have to look for it at local retailers?
Dave?
So we have a bit of a blended model. We have our own website and sell direct. Okay, we also have a master distributor located in Wisconsin who can work with any retailer that's interested in purchasing. So we have a redeem model set up. And they also sell direct through their website. We have a couple of different distributors out there that do that. So it's pretty broadly available. Our hand sanitizer is also available on Amazon. And then in the Chicago area and southern Wisconsin, we have a number of retail outlets, including the Fruitful Yield stores in Chicago and Basic Co-op up in Janesville.
So we hope to have Multi-Surface Pro on Amazon soon. So
good,
nice. But this hand sanitizing is on Amazon. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes. We kind of need to get all 50 states registered. We've got 43 right now, so that's the
wow. That's impressive. 43 is not bad. You're getting close.
That's for the Multi-Surface Pro. Obviously, we're available anywhere for the hand sanitizer.
Hey, one thing I could mention, because I've talked a little bit about the regulators. So our hand sanitizer products, as we mentioned, they're FDA listed and they meet the monograph, the over-the-counter monograph from the FDA. And our Surface product is registered now by the U.S. EPA, as well as by 43 states in the District of Columbia. We also we sell products in Malaysia, Singapore, China, and Mexico through distributors as well.
Wow. So you're worldwide. That's pretty cool. You got that. And your stuff is patent, correct? That's what was taking a while to get everything patent before you went out?
Yes, the hand sanitizer was produced under a patent.
Cool. All right. And now we saw the little 1 ounce bottle, and it had 100 and 100 plus. When I was looking at the site and everything, you also have bigger pumps that had like 600 plus usage and stuff like that. So people like that's okay. And, I was ready to say, yeah, I'm trying to figure out that's what I was talking about, the 8 ounces. That's 8 ounces, correct?
8 ounces, 640 doses.
You see, and that's what I'm saying.
The smaller bottle is the one that you want in your golf bag.
Yes.
Yeah, the little one for your golf bag. But that 8 ounce that he just showed, or this big 17 ounce, is really handy around the house or in your office.
Sure.
Or to share with local businesses on their counters when people come in. And we have a number of businesses that just have them right there by the cash register.
And by the way, it's a great thing for doctors' offices. We always know when, we always walk into the doctor's office, they require you to sanitize your hands. Well, let's go with non-alcohol based products and use Pre Fense in these doctors' offices. And if you truly care about your patient's health, well, let's care about their skin as well. And I think this would be a great product in a doctor's office as you walk in, because, like I said, you want to care about your skin. And I always, when I'm golfing, it's just my skin gets cracked.
That's what I'm saying. I could honestly, the big bottle that he has over there, you can put it right by your front door. People come in, here you go, use it. Why not? We're a business. You come in my house.
Here's the thing. Buy multiple. Have one in the front door. Have one on the front room table, and
a small one in the bathroom. That looks like a soap dispenser anyway. Put it in your bathroom when you finish washing your hands.
Right. Well, we also have dispensers available. And to be honest, we sell to a number of medical, dental, and chiropractic clinics. So they get the product and they love it.
Which I think is good, because like for me, the lack of smell is big, and the fact that I can moisturize my hands, and honestly, I have trouble putting that stuff on my hand and then having that odor that would come. Odor, it seems to linger. And what's the first thing you do? Like Dave's done it a couple of times. I do it. We all do it. Inadvertently, we wipe our nose. We do that. We just do it. It happens.
During my show, I'll wipe my eyes because my eyes, get
absolutely. So
but whether we know, I have alcohol in my hand. Well, now I'm like,
exactly.
Like with your dentist, you can't tell if your dentist has been drinking or using hand sanitizer.
Exactly. And we want to make sure he doesn't have an excuse. So
not that we don't dislike alcohol, because we love our Tito's handmade vodka.
Tito's, look at Jim. Jim likes his Tito's too. We love
Tito's. I like
Tito's.
to drink it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to wear it.
Exactly. Let's drink it. But you know what's funny now? All these products that came out that were the temporary fix, they're all on clearance for $1. It didn't matter how much it cost. It's $1. And you try and they're crazy enough to put it on display, and you smell it and you're like, even for $1, it's not worth it. Right. So
a lot of that stuff was recalled because
that's
the alcohol was bad.
Right.
Yeah, like 170 something recalls and growing.
So
exactly.
That leads me on the next question, though. The longevity of this shelf life, what is that?
Good question. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so on the hand sanitizer, we list 3 years from the date of production. We've tested it up to 5, and it's 100% good at 5. So I wouldn't.
Wow, that's insane.
The Surface Pro product, we've got 1 year from date of production on the bottle, but it's basically the same chemical makeup. We've tested it out to 5 years as well, and the product's good. So that's just a matter of getting some longevity studies done and submitting it to the EPA.
Wow, that's huge. It makes you think, because a lot of the stuff says expires in whatever days, and then you find out that it really doesn't expire, and that it's a ploy to get you to throw it out so you can get some new ones. But with stuff like this, 3 years is a long time. I doubt it's going to last 3 years, because you're going to constantly be using, especially in today's world. Everywhere you go, you want to use it. I could see it in every bathroom. I could see it in the kitchen after you wash the dishes, because what's a big thing? Everything, and they put in those the soap to wash your dishes, that eats up your hands too.
Yeah.
So what do you do? You go and you put some Pre Fense and you got some moisturizer and a protective barrier when you finish, or you start before you even do it. So I could see a lot of perfect opportunities. I know households, golf courses, spray your golf bags, spray your luggage, everything that these people are going through the
Sports in
airport.
general,
Yeah,
baseball.
I
baseball.
sprayed all my golf clubs, all the handles.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you too for the courses. You know how those ball washers midsummer in that heat, they start to get kind of nasty. You put this on and coat them while they're dry. You let it dry, and then when you fill them with water, you'll get a longer lasting, nicer experience without the yuck. You know, you may have to repeat it every 6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
But just to not have those nasty ball washers out there.
6 to 12 weeks is a long time for somebody to be lazy. You know what I mean? That's a long time if you think about it. That's a long time to spray something and just walk away and not can you think of the cost that they save too? You spray it, you pre-treat it, you do what you have to do, and now you don't have to pay somebody to go there and clean it, wipe it out, change it out, and do that stuff every week.
Right.
Now
you do the towels too at the same time.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're also kind of excited about right now is we've been working with a local music. They're, not only do they sell instruments, but they have quite a substantial teaching program. And so they have a lot of students coming in, and during the whole COVID concern, it's been very, very difficult for them because, they're playing pianos, they're playing guitars, they're playing saxophones, or, they've got their laptops and their computers and all of that. We can coach everything. And that's what they're starting to do now. They do all of their computers, the keyboards, your phone, which can have some really nasty stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of these instruments, and then you put your hands on. You got a double layer. The surface is protected. Your hands are protected. You're ready to go. That's why I never even think twice about shaking somebody's hand. I feel like this technology is restoring the tradition of the handshake.
I love it.
And we need that because I hate rubbing. And you know what?
I hate
pre-treat your elbow. You can pre-treat your elbow.
You can catch it from this, or you can catch it from this too, if that's what you're worried about.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm rubbing my clothes on you and everything else, it's the same thing. You're gonna take your clothes off eventually. Somewhere along the line, you're touching it. So. This crazy stuff, I try to be mindful and respectful. I'll shake anybody's hand, and I'll do what I have to do, because we're losing. We're losing touch with each other and people and the basic concepts of what we grew up with, and we need that. One
of the things I don't want to lose touch with is let's give out some information and how people can. Visit and get more information about Pre Fense. Who wants to give out the website and follow you guys on social media as well?
Yeah, so the website is www.prefense.com. That's where our store is located at. In their wisdom, the regulatory agencies in the U.S. have dictated that we need to have separate websites for the two products. We can sell them on one, but so if you want more information on Multi-Surface Pro, go to www.prefense-msp.com.
Okay. There you go. And you can find it on Amazon. So
you can get it on Amazon, and we also we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, all the usual spots. And if you want to see our incredible offers, go to our main website, prefense.com, and sign up for our newsletters and offers.
There you go. Hey,
Jim, and you might be seeing it here too,
hopefully. There you go. Jim and Dave, thank you so much for joining us here. Hang tight. We're going to put you guys in the green room, and Bill and I are going to wrap up this segment, and we're going to have a chat with you as we go into our commercial break. So hang tight. Thanks so much for appearing here on BGT-TV and Biggs Golf Talk, guys.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Bill, the Golffather Cuevas, here on Biggs Golf Talk. Yep. The best defense is what?
Is a Pre Fense.
There you go.
That's what you need.
There you go. Prefense.com is their website. More of BGT-TV coming your way right after this.